Hello world, Prince here, and welcome to my channel, Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating, style, personal development, and so much more. So for my returning friends, definitely make sure that you give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead and just do it. And if you're new to the channel, definitely consider taking a look around, liking and subscribing. As you know, it helps with that algorithm, it helps the channel to grow, and it really does work to facilitate that strong, tight-knit community. All right, so for today's topic, going ahead and jumping right in, this one is going to be on something a bit different. This is going to be on how to go out solo and meet someone outside of online. So, this is something that I've done in my past, and, personally, I find in-person interactions and meetings to be the most effective, the, more deeper the connection is, so on and so forth. So, I'll break this all down in detail, so definitely make sure that you stick around until the end. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into today's video. So really the reason I wanted to make this video is because, there's a lot of guys out there that are sick of, the dating online. They're sick of different girls jerking them around. Maybe they uploaded photos that are from years ago, but are not consistent with today. Maybe during the lockdowns, these women put on a little weight and, they just don't look the same as they did years ago. And this, of course, is no fun. Really, this makes me think of, a lot of the situations that my friends would go through in college. They'd be on their Tinder, on their mobile device and, swiping left, swiping right, and, eventually getting fed up with the whole process and then deleting the app. And then maybe 5-6 months later, they download it again and they're back into the same process. Well, really, I just wanted to share a different perspective with you all, and really just wanted to say, consider meeting women out in the real world. It's not as bad as you think, and I'll share some perspective in this video. So one thing to note here is that you don't have to go out to, clubs or even bars to meet different women. In fact, in my personal experience, I've found these places to be some of the worst places to meet women, just because you sort of get a mix of everything, and a lot of the lower quality women, they tend to show up at these places often. And let me be clear, by lower quality, I just mean, maybe plays a lot of games, maybe has no ambition, no motivation, no drive to really do anything in their lives, or just, has a heavy body count. These are all traits that you should definitely be paying attention to. See, me personally, I like the type of women who, have good jobs or are maybe even in school, but are working towards a meaningful goal that, is important to them. I personally like the type of women that, tend to stay home and maybe very rarely go out clubbing. See, the hope here is that, maybe she has a lower body count, and then, naturally there's less, opportunity for things like diseases, things of that nature. So those are the type of women I tend to go for. And that's another thing that you want to keep in mind when you're talking about online dating as well, is that, a lot of these women, they have gotten in, rhythms, and, they know how these apps work, and, they're constantly being bombarded by different guys, getting different requests. So therefore, they're doing a lot of sleeping around. So there's a higher likelihood that you can run into a woman with a higher body count. And to a lot of you guys, that might not mean much at all, but for someone like me, that is definitely something that I consider. And one thing that might even serve as bigger motivation is that, some of the best women that I've dated in my life, I'm talking the 9s, the 10s, these women have never actually been on an online dating app, dating website, etc. I mean, just think about it. You know, these are the type of women that get approached constantly by guys, you know, at the gym or, you know, maybe at work. You know, there's several different guys that are trying to make plays there. So, you know, they really don't have much reason to hop on these apps because they're constantly getting approached. So where should you meet these women, you may ask? Well, really, you shouldn't be going out with the sole purpose of meeting women. Really, you should just be, you know, on your grind, on your purpose, you know, focusing on having a good time with your friends. And then, you know, if you just so happen to run into a beautiful woman, then definitely do not hesitate to go up and make a confident approach. But hey, really quick, if you made it this far, congratulations. You're on your way to becoming a premier gentleman and scholar. So definitely consider taking a look around, liking and subscribing. As you know, it helps with that algorithm, it helps the channel to grow, and it really does work to facilitate that strong, tight-knit community. But yeah, you shouldn't be going out with the sole purpose of looking for women, but you know, if you do go out, you know, there are many different places that you might meet them. You know, this could be the gas station, for instance, you know, maybe the laundromat, maybe the market, maybe your apartment complex, you know, the hallway. There are just a ton of different places you can meet these women. Oh, coffee shops, one of my favorites. You know, there's just a ton of different places, but you know, the goal here is not to focus solely on women. It's to focus on being the best version of yourself possible. So obviously staying on your grind, your purpose, going towards what matters to you, and then additionally focusing on personal growth and self-development. And then when you do meet such a woman, you can go right up to her and say exactly what's on your mind. Something like, damn, you are absolutely stunning. You have amazing eyes. You're breathtaking. See, these statements are so rare and, you know, shocking that it immediately sets you apart from all of your competition. So definitely take notes of those. And when you go up, make sure you are maintaining good eye contact, keeping that masculine frame, having solid tonality. In other words, having, you know, that sort of masculine voice, and just, you know, just keeping a good vibe. Full disclosure, you will get rejected, and that's totally okay. You know, maybe, you know, she's not in a good headspace. Maybe she actually does have a boyfriend. Maybe she's married. It really doesn't matter, but you know, just brush it off, because at the end of the day, those situations don't define you and are not a reflection of who you are. I mean, we all start somewhere, and you know, once upon a time, I was in a lot of your guys' shoes. You know, I was totally unsuccessful with women and, you know, just totally clueless. But now I have women who reach out constantly and consistently. And see, the interesting thing about life is that, you know, maybe right now you're feeling totally depressed and, you know, sad, but there are really small degrees of separation. So maybe the very next week you could be on cloud 9 and enjoying your life. So, you know, if you're down and maybe unmotivated, definitely keep this in the back of your mind, because things are definitely subject to change. You know, you might not have any girls now, but you know, you might go out and meet your dream girl tomorrow. So it's really about going out, being the best that you can be, showing up daily and pushing towards your intended outcome. And you will get there, not if, you will. So I did make a video on a topic that I think that you guys will all love and enjoy and will really benefit you as you're going out and trying to make progress here. And that is on choosing signals. It's going to benefit you tremendously to know the different signals that women send to let men know that, hey, it's okay to approach. You know, sometimes you just want to act quickly and, you know, there's no time to read the signals, but you know, other times you want to sit back and sort of observe to see if there's anything that the woman is giving off to indicate that she does have some interest. So definitely make sure you watch that video because that is huge and it sort of breaks down all of them. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout. Definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell. That is extremely important. And definitely let me know down below what you guys think about this one. Are you huge fans of online dating? Or would you rather go out and meet a woman in the real world? Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. And until next time, gentlemen and scholars.